So we're here to look at an apartment that we looked at last week. It's still available, and we just wanted to come down a little bit earlier for the day just to take a look around the neighborhood. And this is the best deal we can find so far. Okay, so this is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath hotel room service apartment. It's called the ATP Galaxy. It's got a little play area for kids. Love these bonsai trees, crazy. Obviously, you can buy these because we see them, these nurseries everywhere. Like, that's gotta be like 10 grand at least, American dollars, but probably less because it's Vietnam. So this is nice. Each room, each unit has a balcony. So it's very spacious. Big convention center. Now here's something that's very cool about Vietnam. These cars, they got these little skirts around them. And the skirt acts as a protective shield when the car is parked on the road, it's not being used. You got all these markets down the street, a lot of fresh fruit. So we wanted to walk around, just get familiar with the neighborhood, see what's around us. So look at all the fruit. Jeez. Wow. So we're continuing our walk down the street. Right behind us is the farmer's market that sets up very early in the morning, about 5 o'clock. They got fresh fish, fresh fruit, fresh vegetables, everything you could want. And as we're walking down the street, we noticed that a lot of these homes, very similar and very common in Vietnam, they have retail spaces on the bottom, and then they live above the spaces. So these are called shop houses. And basically you have like a family room, great room on the bottom with your retail space in the front. And in that retail space, there's no regulation, there's no laws, there's no permitting. You can set up shop, do whatever you want. If you want to sell snacks, juices, coffee, even meals or household goods, you can do so without interference from the government. So it's a very high hustle culture. And the Vietnamese people are very entrepreneurial. One thing I want to share with you is that we use Grab a lot. We use Grab cars, not scooters. And the reason for this is because we just want to be safe. Now, starting in 2017, the import tax on cars were eliminated, and the number of cars in the streets jumped immediately. Bikes are still an affordable option for many people, but the accidents that increased as a result of more cars and bikes in the roads are just not worth the risk. We're older people, and I don't know these bikes. I don't want to rent a bike for a short period of time. I just want to arrive alive. That's our purpose here, is to enjoy life, not be stressed out, and not get into any accidents. A lot of people tell us that you could save a whole lot of money if you rented a scooter or if you requested Grab scooter rides. But that's not worth the risk. I mean, for $1 or $2 more, we can ride a Grab car, and in a Grab car, I'm protected. Also, I get AC in the Grab car, and if we get into an accident, the bike hits the car. Guess what? We're okay. The guy on the bike is probably hurt. All the way back to the apartment, we come across this hospital. And we learned later that the owner of the ATP Galaxy Hotel and her husband are contractors, and they built this hospital for the government, and they rent it out to the government. So they lease it back. They're very connected people, good people to have in our network. There are food carts everywhere. A bun bao is like 12,000, which is about 50 cents. Amazing deals. We love it here. Now, here's a barbershop I came across, and these guys charge $4 for a full cut. Now that's even cheaper than Quoc in Saigon at 14 and Quoc in Antung for $9. What a deal. Amazing. So 50 would be like $2. Shave is 20, so it'd be less than $1. $1 is about 25,800 dong. So 80 cents. So $2.80 to get a haircut and a shave. This is like common. People, this is how they transport goods, with bikes. So this is how, like Pauilo, Pahao, Haina, on the big island of Hawaii, the Hamakua coast, the plantation coast, where you had a lot of immigrants, like my grandparents. So this is just an Asian version of that for me. I love it, love it. Yeah, if we live here, I'm gonna learn Vietnamese pretty quick. Looks like, oh, billiards. So these boys, they finished school. They're gonna meet up at the pool hall, sharpen their skills, talk shit. Ciao. Hey.
Hello.
I don't know what this area is called. We'll get it. I'll get it up on the screen. But it is kind of cool. Like I said, there are no Westerners here, which is a good sign. So we walked quite a bit, probably 2,000 steps or so. Just walked around the block, got to see the neighborhood. We wanted to do that and just get a feel for what's going on in the area. And I think we like it. So we're gonna go take a look at the apartment or unit again. It's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 10 million, which is like $387. We can rent it for like 6 months at a time. So even if we have to go back to America, who cares? We keep it on lease. We can leave our stuff here. We don't have to bring everything back. Yeah, we did overpack. And like I said, not a single Westerner was to be found while we made the rounds today. And you're gonna look at me like, ooh, American.
Yeah, you're different from him.
But hey, I'm gonna leave a great impression. They're gonna love America after they meet me. Trump #1. Vietnam #1. Love this country. Love these people. Love the area. Love like I said earlier today, I love the chaos. I love the randomness. I love the friendliness, the opportunities, just taking the day as it comes, going with the flow as retirees in Vietnam. So hope you like this tour. This is a quick one for 10 million dong, $387 here in Da Nang. Not quite sure what area we're at, but I'll put it up on the screen as well. All right, talk to you later. Aloha. All right, welcome to the tour. We're about to go up the elevator to the 5th floor where our apartment is located. That's our leasing agent. Cute girl, very helpful, very demure, super friendly, super kind. And she brought along her boss. It was kind of weird, kind of awkward, just kind of showed up. One thing is, I just don't understand how these folks wear these type of outerwear. It's so hot, so muggy. They do it somehow. So here we are on the 5th floor, kind of like the landing area. You can see out the window towards the city of Da Nang. It's kind of overcast today. And we're walking down the hall, and very spacious, very well lit. And the trash can, or where you take your trash, is down at the end of the hall there, straight ahead. And so this is nice to get this tour. Luckily, my wife speaks Vietnamese, so this makes the entire process a lot simpler, less awkward, and very smooth, and nothing can get past her. So 2 doors, enter into the place with a key card, and there it is. Spacious, high ceilings, already furnished. So we're just gonna make some adjustments once we get in here, but now the electricity is turned on. You can see a nice little fixture up on the ceiling, some recessed lighting, and can lights all the way around. Here's the first bathroom as you enter. Nice, clean, does the job. And then a small little bedroom. We would call this a storage room, a reading room, if you will. We got the 2 bedrooms primarily for the extra closet space. Coming into the living area, nice little kitchenette. And this is the master bedroom. Queen size, king size bed, I'm not sure, but it's very comfortable, very spacious. Access to the balcony from the bedroom and from the kitchen. Comes with a washer, no dryer, so you have to hang your clothes. But we do laundry right outside the building. Take it to a laundry service, and they charge us like 10K dong for each kilogram, which is 2.2 pounds. So typically it'll cost us like $2 to do laundry. Again, more storage. Here's the master bath, very spacious. In Vietnam and Southeast Asia, they love their marble walls for some reason. There's a little desk. There's a little TV station, I guess you could put your TV on, but we're gonna fix that. We ordered a 55-inch TV, and we're gonna have that mounted on the wall. Comes with a decent sized refrigerator, lots of storage, Vietnam storage and Vietnam electricity, Vietnam outlets, Vietnam light switches are awkward. It's misplaced for some reason. So the balcony is basically a sunroom, and you have these windows that tilt forward, kind of like awning windows. But lets airflow come in. This is where my wife and I go out, and she smokes a cigarette, I'll smoke a cigar. And right down the street, cafes, coffee houses, and right below us, where that rusty roof was, is where a lot of the farmers market takes place. So again, fully furnished. Once we did rent this place, we had to go through a checklist. We told them what they could take and what we would keep. The TV, it's small. Here's our 55-inch TV that we installed, and we changed the bedroom a little bit, and just here's the dining area, and so everything worked out. We love it. Hope you like the tour and the neighborhood.